Hello everyone. Yeah, good day everyone. How's your day? Yeah, many of us are asking me to talk about the book of Genesis, and I'll be giving you some little definition and idea and about the person who wrote the book of Genesis. Genesis, as we all know, Genesis is the foundation of the entire Bible. And when we are talking about Genesis, Genesis means the beginning. Who wrote the book of Genesis? Moses is recognized as the writer of the book of Genesis. Jesus himself confirmed Moses as the author of the law. The first 5 books called Pentateuch, according to the book of John chapter 5 verse 46. For ye believed Moses, ye would have believed me, for he wrote of me. That means Jesus Christ even confirmed that Moses is the one who wrote the first book in the Bible. The book of Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Moses wrote Genesis by divine revelation because he was not alive when creations happened. God revealed to him how the world, mankind, and Israel began. According to the book of 2 Timothy 3 verse 16. We all know that most of our revelations Bible are written by inspiration of God. All scripture is given by inspiration of God. What does the word Genesis means? I've said it from the beginning. I said it means the beginning, the origin, and the birth. It is the book of how everything started. It is the book of how the world, humanity, sin, marriage, nations, and God's covenant people, how everything started. Genesis is the beginning. How does the book of Genesis goes? 1. Genesis, it contains the beginning of the world. That's book of Genesis chapter 1 to chapter 11. We need to understand that. Genesis chapter 12 to chapter 50, it means the beginning of God's people. It contains it contains majorly two these things. The first one is from Genesis chapter 1 to 11, which is the beginning of the world. While second one is Genesis chapter 12 to 50, which is the beginning of God's people. Why Genesis contains 50 chapters? 50 chapters. Genesis chapter 1 to 11 means the beginning of the world, which this section covers all humanity. The creation. According to the book of Genesis chapter 1 to 2. In this creation, that's where we know that God created light, He created sky, He created land, He created He created plants, He created animals, He created man and woman. According to the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, which says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. The B of the creation is the fall. Genesis chapter 3. According to the book of Genesis chapter 3, which talks about Adam and Eve, where they disobeyed God. That's where sin, death, and suffering enter into the world. The C part of it is Cain and Abel. Many of us could be asking, who is the first murderer in the world? We don't need to panic about that again. We already know. According to the book of Genesis chapter 4, the first murderer, and sin began spreading from that side, is Cain, which a murderer Abel, Cain and Abel. D is Noah and the flood. Genesis chapter 6 verse 9 and to 9, which God destroyed the wicked world with a flood. They may ask you, where does God destroy the wicked world with a flood? It is in the book of Genesis chapter 9. The story is in the book of Genesis chapter 9, chapter 6 to chapter 9. Only Noah and his family was survived. Tower of Babel, Genesis chapter 11. People try to exalt themselves. God confused their language, creating nation. You know, before Genesis chapter 11, everyone, all the whole world are in one language, are in one voice. But because of their intelligence, they think that they can go and meet God with their one voice. But God changed all the world. That's where nations upon nations were being created. Everyone's language was changed. Then we come to the second part of it, which is the beginning of God's people. After the creation of all this world, the nations, we have the beginning of God's people. This session focuses on one family chosen by God, one family chosen by God. Which family is that? That's Abraham. That's according to the book of Genesis chapter 12 to chapter 25. All these stories are there. Genesis, it contains from Genesis 12 to 25, where God tells Abraham to leave his father's house and move to the promised land. God called Abraham and makes a covenant with him. Genesis chapter 12, 2 to 3. I will make thee a great nation, and in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. B of it is Isaac. Genesis 21 to 27. The promised son continued the covenant. You know, all these Genesis contain everything, how the world was being made. C part of it is Jacob, which was renamed to Israel. Genesis 28 to 36. God changes Jacob's name to Israel. His 12 sons became the 12th tribe. Many people will be wondering why people are saying 12 tribe, 12 sons. In the book of Genesis chapter 12, 28 and to chapter 36, we will get to understand that. The part of it is Joseph. Genesis 37 to chapter 50. Joseph is sold into slavery but becomes ruler in Egypt. God uses him to save Israel from famine. Genesis chapter 50 verse 20, which says, but as for you, ye thought evil against me, but God made it unto good. Why is Genesis so powerful? Understand this. Genesis shows God is the creator. God the creator. It shows man fall. It shows God began a plan of redemption. Jesus was promised through Abraham's seed. According to the book of Genesis chapter 3 verse 15, first prophecy of Jesus Christ came from that side. The seed of the woman shall bruise the serpent's head. Genesis is not the history, but it is the foundation of the salvation. God bless you. If you see this video useful, please help me to share and comment and like. It shall be well with you. Bye for now.